Finally, we have reached our last Star Wars video. Once again, I'm sorry these had to run into June, but the last week of May was just a very interesting week for me. So, I have done my top 10 favorite anti-heroes, I've done my favorite villains, heroes, and now, so they didn't take up a majority of the hero list, here are my top 10 favorite Jedi in Star Wars. Starting with the honorable mentions, first of all, we have Sassy 10 or Sazy 10, I don't remember. Otherwise known as the second character that Palpatine killed in Revenge of the Sith, he did have some pretty cool moments in the Clone Wars animated series. Quinlan Vos, I really love this character, he's a badass, and I'm really happy that the Obi-Wan series confirmed that he's still alive. Jocasta Nu, mainly known from Attack of the Clones, but she did have a pretty cool episode in the Clone Wars as well. I really like her. Hopefully we see her somewhere in the future, down the line in live action, I don't know. Mace Windu would be on the main list, but there's just 10 more that I like more than him. And obviously, I love Samuel L. Jackson in the role. And Ezra Bridger, who I am very excited to see make his live action debut in the Ahsoka series. So, with the honorable mentions out of the way, it's time to jump into the top 10. And before I start the top 10, no, the war criminal Ki-Adi-Mundi is not on this list. I hate Ki-Adi-Mundi. He's nowhere even near this list. So at number 10, we have Ahsoka Tano. I really love this character. Some would argue she's not a Jedi because she left the Jedi Order, but to me, she's still technically a Jedi. I love the way Ashley Eckstein plays her in the Clone Wars. And I also really like the way that Rosario Dawson is playing her in The Mandalorian and in Book of Boba Fett. I'm really excited for her show. I'm really interested to see where they take her because Rise of Skywalker basically confirmed that she's dead from the scene at the end where all the past Jedi who had died were speaking to Rey through the Force. So I'm interested to see how that plays out, but I really love this character and I'm really excited for what the future holds for her. Number 9, and I know I'm placing him a little low, much like Ahsoka, but I just love all the characters on this top 10, and that's Anakin Skywalker. Yes, he was on the villain list technically with Darth Vader, but I just really love Anakin Skywalker. I love the way Hayden Christensen plays him, and I also really like the way they portrayed him in Clone Wars when Matt Lanter voiced him. It's just a really great character. He's really interesting, and the whole struggle that he has between good and bad, it's just really interesting the way it all plays out, and obviously the way it all ends with him becoming Darth Vader and eventually turning back to the light. I just really love all of it. Number 8, I have Kanan Jarrus, who is a character from Rebels, voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. I really love this character as well. I don't think we'll ever see him in live action unless he somehow shows up in the Obi-Wan series. But I really do enjoy this character. He did have a small cameo at the beginning of Bad Batch Season 1, which I thought that was really cool to see that. And we also hear him speaking to Rey through the Force in Rise of Skywalker, and I just really like that scene, hearing all the past Jedi. I just really love Kanan Jarrus. I, again, would love to see him in live action, but unfortunately don't think it's ever going to happen. Number 7 is a character that a lot of people have much higher, but I have Yoda right here at number 7. I just think he's a really cool character. He's a badass, both in the Force and in lightsaber combat. Yeah, sure, a lot of people would say that it would be better if he didn't have the lightsaber, but I still like his lightsaber duels. I think they're a lot of fun. And also the way how he's just super wise about everything. It's just really, really cool to see him do all these things. And I just really love the way Frank Oz voices him. And I really want to see Yoda again in something. I don't know what. I just want more Yoda. Number 6 is a character that would probably only be an honorable mention if it weren't for the Clone Wars, and that is Fisto. I really love this character. I thought he looked cool in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, but they gave him some really good episodes in the Clone Wars, and I just really love every episode that he's in. I love the episodes that focus on his relationship with the other Jedi, like Ahsoka, Anakin, and his apprentice. I don't remember his apprentice's name, but I really like that episode that focuses on them fighting General Grievous. I just really love this character. He's one of the kindest Jedi, and also one of the most badass, and also he looks cool, so he gets points for that as well. Number 5 is going to be Rey, and I really love this character. I have said that multiple times in my reviews for the sequel trilogy, and also in one of my monthly haul videos a while back. I talked about Rey and how much I liked her. And to all the man babies, yes, she is Rey Skywalker. Get over it. I really love this character. I love the journey she goes on throughout the sequel trilogy, and I don't know when or where we'll ever see her or anyone from the sequel trilogy ever again, but I really would love to see more of Rey down the line in the future. Daisy Ridley just does an amazing job as her. She makes this character. I couldn't see anybody else playing this character. Daisy Ridley does a terrific job. And so she's at number 5. Number 4 is maybe a deep cut character. I wouldn't technically consider him that, but I have Plo Koon here at number 4. I really love this character, and he doesn't really get to do much in the live action movies. He's mainly just a background Jedi made to look cool in Attack of the Clones and in Revenge of the Sith. But just like with Fisto, he gets some really good episodes in the Clone Wars, specifically in the earlier seasons. The later seasons begin to focus on just Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka. But the Plo Koon episodes are some of my favorites. I really love this character. Other than Obi-Wan, he's probably the kindest of all the Jedi, especially to Anakin and Ahsoka, and to the clones as well. He's one of the only Jedi who actually treated his clone army with respect, and that just makes it a little harder when he actually does get killed in Order 66, knowing that he was actually nice to the clones, but they still kill him anyway. I really love this character, and also, I don't know if this is canon or just legends, but he's actually the only Jedi who's able to use a light side version of Force Lightning, and that's a plus as well. So he's here at number 4. Number 3 is also one of the more kind Jedi, and that is Qui-Gon Jinn. I really love this character. Liam Neeson plays this character absolutely terrific. I would have loved to see more of him, but it's whatever. I just really love this character. He's a badass, but he's also very kind, especially to Anakin, who needed him in his life, but unfortunately Darth Maul does kill him. I hope we get to see him in the Obi-Wan series, because there's no way that they constantly bring his name up and then not show him. That would be an egregious error. But even if he doesn't show up, we still have him showing up in the new Tales of the Jedi animated series, which is going to focus on a lot of Jedi. Qui-Gon, Count Dooku when he was a Jedi, Ahsoka, a few others that I don't think they've mentioned yet, but I'm really excited for that, just mainly to see more Qui-Gon. And also to see Count Dooku as a Jedi. I'm just really excited for it, and I love Qui-Gon, so he's at number 3. Number 2, and probably to no surprise for anyone, is Luke Skywalker, just barely missing out on the top spot. I really love this character. Mark Hamill portrays him perfectly in every movie. Yes, even The Last Jedi, I just love his performance there. Some people might not agree with the way they took the character, even Mark Hamill didn't. And while I am one of the only people who actually likes the way they did Luke, I probably would have changed a couple things here and there. But overall, I did like how they did it. I just love how good-natured this character is and the way he's able to still see the good in Darth Vader. Despite him being probably the most evil and feared person in the galaxy, he still senses good in him, and I just really love that. Mark Hamill, obviously, like I said, brings it in every movie that he portrays him in. I kind of wish they weren't doing just a deep fake version of Mark Hamill for The Mandalorian, but it's whatever. I just really love this character, and I love getting more of him every time we see him, even though I probably would prefer just a new, younger actor portraying him. But first place, number one, my favorite Jedi in all of Star Wars, and this is probably no surprise to anyone, and that is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I absolutely love this character. Both Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor just absolutely bring it when they portray this character. Obviously, Alec Guinness is the OG, but I would probably say Ewan McGregor is even better than Alec Guinness. But that's not fully fair. We got 3 full movies plus an ongoing TV series with Ewan McGregor, whereas we only got 1 full movie with Alec Guinness, plus appearances here and there in the other 2 movies. But nonetheless, they're both great, but I just kind of prefer Ewan McGregor. That's the one I grew up watching. And that's not saying I didn't grow up watching the original trilogy. I grew up watching all Star Wars, but I was mainly used to Ewan McGregor, and I just love the way he portrays this character. He's probably the kindest of all the Jedi. And I'm really loving the way they're portraying him in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series as this broken man who failed to save this person that he really cared for in Anakin. I'm just really excited to see where they go with that, and I hope we get a season 2, but easily he comes in at number 1. So that was my top 10 favorite Star Wars Jedi characters. Who's your favorite Jedi? I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. And I want to thank you all for joining me on these Star Wars videos. I've really had a lot of fun making them, and I really hope you have enjoyed watching them. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.